Hello, my name is Dani, and this is another episode of Crafting with CITiZAN. Except for this week, it's not quite crafting with CITiZAN, it's more science with CITiZAN. Because this week, we're going to be talking about rafts and how they float. So, if you come with me, we'll do the craft and then we'll talk about the science. Well, here are the supplies that we are going to need today to make our rafts. They're quite simple. We need some corks, as many corks as you can find. We need some elastic bands of various sizes, and we need my all-time favorite crafting tool, a hot glue gun. Now, if you don't have a hot glue gun, don't worry. There's plenty of other glues that you can use to stick your corks together, but hot glue is the best and it works the quickest. So, the easiest way to make a raft is simply to take 3 corks, just like this, one slightly springy, bigger elastic, wrapped around like this. And there actually you have it. In its simplest form, this is in fact a raft. But that seems a little bit boring, and we're not going to be able to fit much on this raft at all. So, what I would suggest is you take your hot glue. Remember, very, very hot. So make sure that you're careful and make sure that you have something underneath your hot glue gun, so when little bits come out like that, it won't damage your table. And then what you do, simple, is you just put a little bit on one end. You don't have to work too fast. And you just squish together. And you go like this. Do the same thing. Put a little bit on the end. And you squish together. You see, sometimes you get a little bit on there. It's not too hot. You just pull it off. You can move them around and make sure that they're nice and straight like this. And there we have it. This is how we can make our slightly longer logs to make a bigger raft. So now that we've made up a whole bunch of logs to form our raft, we have to assemble it. So what we do is we take smaller elastics, we put it around 2 of our logs, just like this. You see? We do the same on the other side, 2 like this. Now this is pretty good, a pretty good raft. It's better than the other raft, but look at how many more we could connect together. And connecting them together is really quite simple, because what you do is you weave them through just like this. So you put one on the other one and then you add another. And then you can keep going with this just like so. See, you leap over that and connect them up. This is what it looks like. Spread them apart so you can see. And then you just keep going with that until you have a giant raft. Shall we go test and see how much our rafts can carry? I think we should. So there are 2 ways that things can float and move in water. One is buoyancy and one is displacement. And I'm going to start by showing you displacement, which we're going to use using an old craft. So the way that displacement works is that when you put an object in the water, like a boat or yourself in the bathtub, it moves the water out of the way so that it can have a space. So you can see this by popping that in, and you can see when you lift it out that the water has moved out of the way so that the bottom of the origami boat can go in. So that is how displacement works. Now, with our raft, the way that works is that actually the material that it's built out of is buoyant. So that means that it floats. You get a little bit of displacement, but the main thing that's holding it up is the cork material. So let's see how much stuff we can put on this. Now, I've chosen today to use small bottles of Canadian maple syrup because next week is Canada Day, and so that seemed a good idea for me. So we've got one. Ooh, are we gonna get more than one on? Let's see, let's try two. Ooh, ooh, no, too heavy. We get one bottle of maple syrup and maybe we get one rooster. There we go. So that is how much weight that my raft can hold. Well, I hope you had fun today learning a bit about science and making giant rafts like this one. Send in photos of how much stuff that you've managed to get on your raft. Can you get more than I managed to get on mine? I bet you guys probably can. Now remember, there's loads more activities just like this one on the Young Archaeologists website, and we have quite a few activities from Crafting with CITiZAN on our YouTube page as well. So we'll be back in 2 weeks' time, and if all goes according to plan, we will be making lighthouses.